What's going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. You see it. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I am doing good. Just sitting down to get another daily trade recap done on a day that was very sloppily traded. One of those rough green days. Um, Sometimes a rough green day is worse than an easy red day. But yeah, today was a rough green day that we just kind of scrapped out and got green. Once I got green, I shut everything down and we walked away. So let's go ahead. We are going to look and just see what the market did overall. And then I'm going to pull up the OBS that we recorded. So let's go ahead. Let's bring up Ninja Trader. Man, this is looking like a good entry right here to go short. This market, this picture right here is a picture of flush down to about right there. That's how it looks to me. This is about to flip red on the 5-minute. I'm sure the 2-minute, yep, 2-minute flipped red back over here. That just looks like the picture of money right there, especially when it breaks, call it 60. That breaks 60. If I can remember, we'll come back and look at this once I finish the recap. But I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to take it out to 930 right there. That's what the market did today. Market opened right at this 4-hour level, came up to hourly 50 moving average, broken black line, flush back down to 4-hour level, and then it made a nice run, came up to previous day's close, broke that, came up to previous day's high, chopped around, flushed on back down. Look where it caught support at. This is why I love these 4-hour levels. Caught support right at the 4-hour level, and then just grinded its way all the way back up. Close of the day, and my darn back door is open. So hold on, I'll be right back. All right. Went outside and I didn't close it all the way, and it is super windy. Blew it right open. But yeah, just kind of grinded its way back up at the close of the session at 4 o'clock. Um, and then just kind of grinded all the way back up till 5 o'clock when the market takes a break. And then it opened back up and we see it's coming back down. If it breaks this, it's money. That's money, money, money. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up the video. Rough day, rough day. Actually, no, before we do that, we'll come on over. We'll take a look at the summary real quick. I'm going to show you just how rough it was. Today, we made a gross profit of $2,817. We gave back $1,800, leaving us with $935. Very rough day, y'all. Very rough day. Man, look, I got charts over here on this left-hand screen. Yeah, that thing just looks pretty. That looks pretty. That's kind of a bear flag, kind of bear flaggish. But I think if this lets that go, it's gone. But let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. Going short. Look how much I gave up today. Pretty much everything. Gave all of it. We traded short 21%. Going long, different story. We made a nice chunk of change, 2706, gave back $336 of it. I was trading at a 74%. Come down, look at average winning trade, $70. Average losing trade, $62. It's decent. Largest winning trade, ooh, Lord, $540. Largest losing trade, $114. Not bad, not bad. Today we were trading out of the 50K account, PA account, and the 100K account. Man, I keep looking at this. I want to take a trade right now, but I said I don't want to trade after hours. Man, take that trade when it breaks that and put that stop all the way back up there. It looks good. You see it's trying to break this line right here. So, all right, man, focus, focus, LMD, focus. But yeah, that's what we did today. So not bad, but definitely not good. We could have kept some of this money. But let's go ahead. Let's come on back over to the video. We'll get this thing started. As you can see, I had already taken a trade. Fairly good trade, too. That was the entry. Traded it all the way back up to previous day's low. Came back down and it stopped me out when it didn't hold. We'll start the video up now. Market opened below negative 1,000. Way down here in the boondocks. Down there, I'm only looking for one thing. This to push higher. We're well over VWAP. If you look over here on the right-hand upper chart, we're well over VWAP. So shouldn't have been looking to go short, but I take a long and I take it right as it's coming up to previous day's low. This is not my style of trading to anticipate a break of this level. My thought is always going to be that it did exactly what it did. It failed to get over it. So I'm in 2 MNQs and I'm down off jump. Thing is, if this does break, it'll be a nice break. Now, I'm going to show you something and you'll have to visualize it. From this point to this point, draw that line. That was the trend line. We broke the trend line. This is done. And you notice I gave that a little extra room. Let's see. Trying to look at some other charts. We got a 2-minute chart pulled up right here. Can't really see the pivot. That pivot was probably at about 9:15. So yeah, we let that dip down a little bit, but you do see that we are in the money now. Looking for this to break this level and go. And it doesn't, and it stops us out. Not a bad stop, especially after you saw that big flush right there. I don't mind that. Lock that profit in. You see over here on the right-hand chart, this is me trading off screen in the other PA account. So this picture that you see right here is the 100K account. This picture over here, this is the 50K account. So I had took a trade off screen just then, but I go back long again, looking for this to break and run. This entry here is bad. It's bad, y'all, because that was just the retest. And you see I gave up some money. This needed to break and set a higher low. It needed to set a higher low right there, and it didn't. And I paid for it. But now we flip and we go short as the chart flipped to go short. So this is a good trade. I'm not mad at this trade. We get a color change on the 200 tick chart. Let's take a quick peek down at the dollar sign tick. We're down at negative 800. So this is trying to push back down to negative 1,000 because you see it came up to 750 and didn't break it. But just trade this down, start chasing my stop, and I get stopped out right there. I'm not mad at that. Let's let it keep going and let's see what we do. Oh boy, oh boy. Did you just see what I did right there, y'all? I flipped over to NQs. I flipped over to NQs. Again, this is a $100,000 account though. I can somewhat sustain trading the NQ. And the thing with this $100,000 account through Apex, it's really not $100,000. It's really like a $3,000 account. Oh, you about to get smacked. I went short right there, right where this thing looked like it wanted to bounce. Let's see what it does. That looks like a W to me, doesn't it? That's the low, came back up, set the W. Yeah, lock that money in, dude. Lock that money in because you don't want to get smashed. So, quick little snipe with NQ, and you see I flip right back to MNQ. Just taking that. Oh, God, Lord. Look at that flush, though. That right there, that's 98 to 88. That is 10 points. That was $200 right there in that flush. That quick move was $200 with the NQ. That's the beauty of NQ. You can make money quick. One MNQ, that would have been $20. But with the NQ, yeah, you're getting paid. So we come down. Notice where we're at. You can come over and look at the upper right chart, which is a 2-minute chart. And you see last time we were down here, we caught support. We caught support. VWAP was actually running right against it. Thing is, now we're below VWAP, though. So we take a long right here to bounce off of this level. This would have been a nice NQ long. Man, the account would have been looking very pretty. Look at this. We're up 10 points. That's look, $17, $18. That would have been $170 with the NQ. Didn't lock quite enough of that profit in, though. We should have been locking more profit in right there. Let's come on down. Oh, I was just about to say, let's come on down, look at the dollar sign tick. It's breaking over -750. That was that push that you just saw right there. That was more stocks trading positive than negative to make that push. And now it's just flipped back over. So if you remember the other day, we were trading above 750 and just kind of ranging up there, and the market was just kind of going higher. Now we're trading below it, and the market's just kind of chopping around below it. And look at that. Ooh, it gave up this level right here. And I had you saw me taking a trade over here in the 50K account. And I do that just so I can keep my eyes focused and I can kind of adjust it. Look at that. We're up. I should be locking in some profit right here. I should have my stop at least to break even for the flush. Oh, and the thing is on this one, it has that auto trail kicked in. So when it hit 10 points, you saw the auto trail kick in and it locked that profit in, which was good because like I said, that's why I needed to be locking profit in. You notice over here, I took somewhat of the same trade in the 100K account. That's a good stop just below that pivot. Just below that pivot. If it don't work, I'm going to stop out. Booyah. It stops me out. I flip because look, it had flipped over here, but let's look at the bigger picture. Dollar sign tick looks to be trying to push back down. I want to see this pushing back down to at -1,000, but it's holding. We're about to get smacked. Let's see what it's doing. Just kind of holding on right there. Yeah. Yep. We are getting smacked. Look at the dollar sign tick pushing up. Here comes another red trade. Booyah. We just went from being red or being green to now red. That's why I was telling you, like this was a very bad green day. But you notice I'm long this time to see this push back up. I'm long, and I'm not just like barely long. I'm like long. I am like super long. My stop it's below this pivot. That is giving this a lot of room as much as I'm sized in. Again, This particular account, I can sustain it, but I don't want to be sustaining it. I still need to trade somewhat cautiously, but I am in over my head on this one. But just looking for this, hopefully, to not break the lows. Do not break the lows. And I give it just a little bit of room below that. You saw the last time when I kind of tried to just adjust it just below that. This right here is what I call that wickamaroo. It'll come down and just wick you out and then go higher. And I am telling you, all right, I'm over here looking at the, y'all can remember, we're going to revisit, I'll go back and look at the, look at what it's doing right now. So right here, I'm in multiple contracts, and what I am doing is splitting them up so that I won't get out of all of them at one time. Because now this trade is doing exactly what I thought it would do. Kind of came, curled, we get the color change, and now it's making its move. Because with this thing being down at negative 1,000 on the dollar sign tick, it wants to live at zero. It wants to live in harmony. That's where it's trying to get back up to. So it just kind of up and down, up and down. This right here had me worried, y'all. That flush right there had me worried. But it's trying to fight this 4-hour level. And that's a key level. We saw how it's been trading around that level. But yeah, I expected this to go, and it didn't. This here made me a little worried. Definitely had me a little worried. And we finally get, come on, I was about to say, we finally get the move. Kind of stalled out right there. There we go. We're up 2 points. Come on. If this can break that area and hold, it's off to the races. There we go. That's what we were looking for. This thing makes the move up. It takes out our 10 contracts, and then I lock in. Because look where it came up to. Right up to that red line. I'm expecting that to fail. That's what it does. Puts us up green 310. Puts us up green 310. Nice solid trade. You could draw a line from here to here, extend it out. We should expect this to do exactly what it's doing. Bounce right there. If it doesn't, this little short-lived move is done. So this needs to leave just what it did. It needs to leave a bottoming tail. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like magic. And that's why I love these charts. It's almost like magic. Draw a line from this point to that point, extend it. You can actually go from this point to that point now, and these are the test. That was the test of that trend line. That was the test. But there's the push. There's the break over it. Off to the races. Now, could I held this 1 or 2 to see if it was going to do it? Yeah, I could have, but I'm locking that money in, y'all. I am locking that money in. And on that note, we going to wrap this one up. Before I bring this back over to my camera, though, I'm going to drop the chart out the way. Let's look at what this thing is doing. Remember I was saying if this breaks 60, that's the line. I'm going to draw a line right there. Booyah. See how easy that was? I look at this area. I look at this point right here. If this breaks this, look at what's next. The next place for this to catch support is right here. So this is going to drop down to 49. I can say that confidently, that this should drop down to 49. It should try to bounce right there. If it doesn't catch support, it's going to chop its way through here. Let's look at it on a 2-minute chart. That's what that picture looks like on a 2-minute chart. Breaking this level. You see the 2-minute has little steps. So look, I see it's like magic. You go to that little wick right there, where it's trying to catch support at. That's why I love futures, more especially the NQ and the MNQ. It likes to test every little wick. And you just have to weigh the odds on which one is going to be the one that actually holds the support level. But on that note, we're going to wrap this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Be on the lookout for LMD apparel, merchandise, tumblers, shirts, things of that sort. I'm trying to get my website up and running here in the next couple of weeks. I have a website for a lot of like fraternal organizations, but trying to just get my own branding up and running. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And like I said, as always, thanks for checking me out. We'll be back at it again tomorrow.